Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In this episode, I'm going to be killing all those bears and picking up all that dry wood. Oh, that lag. Alright, let me try to grab 3 of these. Come on, bear, you're so slow. There we go, now we're getting some hides here. Got a new deed. Always new deeds. Alright, and then let me see if I can grab a couple of these bears here. Dang it. Hate getting stunned. Alright, getting plenty of bear hides here. See if I can bunch up 2 of these. Let me go back and grab this log. And then I'll just kill this guy real quick. Alright, let me go in deeper. I need 1 more bear, 2 more logs. Shouldn't be an issue. Alright, that's all the bears I need. Now let me go find some logs. Not really seeing anymore. Maybe back here. Man, I am in deep and I can't see any. Stupid game minimized again. Ugh. It's getting really old. Did I already get all the logs? No, I still need 2 more. It's not really making sense. I guess up here. There we go, there's a few up ahead. And then 1 more here. Alright, so that works. Now I need to kill 5 more tomb robbers, which I think I can manage. If I can get up this hill. Now there's also this quest here that I've been working on. I thought I already did that boar one, this one right here, but for some reason it kind of reset. I don't know if it's because I logged off, because I let the timer expire and then I logged off after that. So I think that may have reset it, I don't know. We'll see. Surely she's gonna die. There we go. Oh my gosh. I need to quit running away. and letting the bleed do the work. I just need to finish off the enemies. Alright, that's all of them. So let me head back into Osforod, turn in all of these.
What is this world coming to?
These are very nice haunches. Looks like the elk had plenty of plants to feed upon this fall. Then there's this dude up here.
What is this world coming to?
They chose the path they wanted to walk, each and every one of them. They look greed and fortune over an honest living. Those of us who remain here, who have suffered but remain just, will now have the food we need. Alright, and then up this way.
Oh, can't you leave me to my misery?
These are perfect, nice and large with only small nicks and tears. I can make enough blankets to keep us all warm for the entire winter.
It's a sorry day.
We will still need to gather more wood in order to make it through the winter, but it is nice to see the wood pile grow for the first time in a long time. Alright, it looks like my reputation increased with the Wardens of Innuminus. Which is nice.
How can I be of service?
The townsfolk has spoken well of you. I believe I may have been too harsh before. Your intentions seem genuine enough. Perhaps it is time to step up now. It is our time to step up.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to redo all of those. You have shown the Rangers are serious in restoring the pact between us. It is now time we step up here and honor our end of the agreement. We said we would watch over Evendim from the north, guard the trade routes with Forkill, and ensure the enemies of the Rangers did not enter from those lands. They have entered and are already here. That much we cannot change, but we can drive them back. Speak with my associates around town, the same who you helped prepare for the winter. They have each been tasked with scouting a threat. They will know more about what to do next. Alright, let me get rid of all this junk here.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
The hills of Tyrnforneck are the refuge of several different tomb robber bands, Kippen, and each of them is becoming increasingly bold. If you are sure enough in your abilities, perhaps you could venture north and west of Osforod into the hills and confront some of these outlaws. The tomb robbers that prowl throughout Tyrnforneck are tougher than those that inhabit Path Adawil. These are veteran robbers and scouts who have adapted to a harsher life in the hills. You'll find veterans and scouts throughout Tyrnforneck, Kippen, and if you don't, they'll find you.
I don't know if you can help me.
You might have heard mention of this around town already, but if you haven't, there are goblins at Tomb Fuin, a hollow a short distance north of Osforod. We have enough problems with the wargs and the tomb robbers stirring up trouble in Tyrnforneck. We don't need goblins and bogarts as well. I have set aside some coins for any adventurer able enough to do something about the goblins. Are you such an adventurer, Kippen? If so, you'll have no trouble journeying north to Tomb Fuin and defeating the goblins there. Alright, doesn't look like there's anyone here. Let me fall off here one last time.
Would you do something for me?
At the end of the northern road at Cirith stands a gate. For years, my family has brought goods that way to trade with the snowman of Forkill, but recently a tomb robber band has made passage nearly impossible. If you are a brave adventurer and true, you would surely be able to defeat the captain of that robber band and recover any trade goods they have stolen. Just follow the road north through Tern Fornek until you come within the sight of the gate of Cirith. You should be careful, for the robber band has held the road for a long time.
Stay and hear me out.
Have you encountered the fearsome white wargs of Tern Fornek yet, Kippen? The creatures are vicious, bloodthirsty beasts, and they strike without warning. A few nights ago, I was taking in the air around the northern wall of Osforod, and I thought I saw something gleaming in the moonlight. I wandered towards it foolishly, so foolishly, but I was curious as to what it might be. Before too long, it had strayed beneath the eaves of the forest and had become quite turned around. Suddenly, I heard a snarl from my left. As I spun to face the sound, I saw only a splash of bright white fur, matted with blood and mud. I ran, and a great brute pursued me. It sprang towards me with a great leap. I felt its hot breath steaming in the cool night air. And then lights from Osforod. Basil Gumbidge had come with a party and lanterns to the outskirts, and on seeing them, the war gave up its pursuit. Those beasts are dangerous, Kippen, and something must be done. Not everything will have a benefit of fortuitous encounter with our arbiter, you know. If you're up to it, I'd ask you to defeat some of the ferocious white wargs. You'll find them all throughout Tern Fornek, but especially at the Duskin Cleft, north of Osforod. Alright, so we'll do that. And then I think there's one more quest ring here.
Will you let me speak my piece?
A few days ago, I encountered a band of tomb robbers outside Tomb Fuin, rejoicing at the haul of relics they had stolen from the Dunedain tomb. Well, you can be sure that I ran them off, but when I caught up to them, there was no sign of satchel over which they had glowed. I think one of them dropped the satchel of stolen relics during the chase, but I was too winded to go back and look for it. You can be sure that their allies will return for it if we don't recover it first. Tomb Fuin is north of Osforod and full of goblins. Look for the satchel somewhere among the bushes southwest of Tomb Fuin, possibly in the break in the hills called the Duskin Cleft. The satchel of relics may have fallen somewhere in there. Alright, so a ton of quests to do. And it is time to do them. Let's get out of here. So this... So yeah, he's convinced about boars, but again, if I'm not mistaken, I think that you just spend 30 minutes looking and then you don't find anything and then you report back. So I need to climb all the way up there. There's a white warg. And it just disappeared right in front of me. I wondered if it went into like stealth mode, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it was a wizard warg. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm just gonna keep going this way for now. There's one of them. And let me see if I can grab this one as well. And let me kill that bad boy. Sweet. Let me keep heading north towards some quest rings. Not too interested in these bears. There's the satchel. Alright. So done with that. Got a couple of wargs here. Let's see if I can get this one that's prowling around. I have found no signs of boars. See, and then it just tells me to speak with him again. I'm not sure why it reset though the first time that I did it. So I'll be sure to go talk to him. There we go. And then we got some goblins here that I can kill. That guy doesn't stand a chance. Right. Let me kill this bad boy. That one didn't count? That doesn't make sense. Let me go in a little deeper. Right. Wow, he just shield bashed me into unconsciousness. Grab that guy and grab a few of these. There we go. There is a warg boss here. I'll go ahead and kill him. I don't mind. Blast all those dudes. And a few more goblins here ought to do the trick. Alright, I am stuck. I am rooted. That's okay. Next up, what do I need? I need to defeat the tomb robber captain at the gate. So that's going to take me right on the border of Forakill, where I'm going to next season. So maybe you'll get a little bit of a preview for that. Alright, let me drop down here. Then I'll just start heading north a little bit. So this is indeed the road to Forkill, Frozen Wasteland. I've actually only played through Forkill once, so I'm excited to head back there. And I'm assuming this is the chief right here. It says the captain. You know what? We'll kill both of them. We'll leave nothing a chance. And then we'll come here so he can't arch me. There we go. So I do have to kill some other ones here as well, it looks like. There are the gates. And they're all up in this northern area, so I'm just gonna run around looking for some of them. Might almost be better to get on my horse. You know what, I'll do that. I'll get on my horse, and you know what? If I open up my quest and I take this out, and then we'll do this. There's something else. There we go, this one. That's what I'm looking for. The chest is all the way over there. So let me head this way, and I'll kill some tomb robbers along the way. There's a scouting one here. There's another one. Sweet. Just gonna keep going. Ah, she'll die. Another one. Need some more of the veterans as opposed to the scoutings. Dead yet? Nope. Nope, she's running. There we go. Two more of those ought to do the job. Go ahead and round up a couple of these. We'll wait for him to get in the vicinity, and then I'll blast my shirty to death. Then one final scout here. There we go. Need one more veteran. Hopefully I can find one. I think that's one right there, actually. And there we go. Done with that one. I'm gonna go to that blue circle all the way in the west. Might take me a little while to get there, but I'm not too worried. Now, there's also the treasure trove right below me. So why not do that as well? Let me stop here first as a pit stop. I just didn't see that quest ring at first because it's blended in with the trees. But we'll go ahead and grab it. It's right there. Probably up here somewhere. There we go. You found no treasure, only an old moldy book. And I can't even read it. Kinda sucks. That's okay. Next up, let me head off this way. That's alright, not too worried about those pony legs. I think what I can do is I can go all the way over here and then I can use my warden skill to swift travel back to Tinadir and take a swift travel pony back to Osforod. That way I can quickly get back to where I need to be. I think that's a pretty good idea. My main goal is to just not fall and die here though. I don't know what that guy's doing. Guess he's working on his mile time. And let's see. Gotta look for the stone marker. I forgot what the clue was, but it did say something about a beach. And there it is. The stone marker is surrounded by signs of digging. If it once marked the location of the treasure, it has surely been found. The marker bears an inscription all but worn away by the passage of time. The inscription on the stone marker is barely legible, but the words can just be made out. On the western shore of the mighty Lake Ninwil, stone paths run to the water from the flat clearing. This new riddle may reveal the true location of the treasure. Alright. So I think for now, let me do this. Yeah, that'll probably be faster. Then I can also turn in something to Calanglad. Or not Calanglad, but whoever this ranger is with the treasure trove. Kulang. Alas, I am sorry you found no great treasure. That trove must have been looted long ago, but in truth, an old book like this is a treasure to me, though I suppose the robbers must have found it worthless. I have little to offer to sweeten your bitter loss, but I will give you what I can for the book and the scroll. Now I'll take that. Sweet. Done with that. And let me see what's going on here. Alright, yeah, let's just go to Osforod, turn in all these quests.
How can I be of service?
And let's go. Mainly interested in turning in the spore quest, so the same thing doesn't happen as last time and I can just finally get it done with. Now, if you like instances, be aware that there are 4 instances here in this map, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll be doing those towards the end of the season. They're all pretty fun. So you can look forward to some of those. And I'll go ahead and dismount here. Let's go turn all this junk in.
Tell me what you need or move along.
You found the satchel of relics. Thank you, Kippen. I'll have this delivered to Astuil, the ranger camp, right away. Take this reward for your trouble. If only I had thought to return to the Duskin Cleft right away, it wouldn't have been necessary. Alas, I was winded after the chase and did not consider it until I had come home. Alright, so we're done with that. And then let me turn in this boar one.
Oh, good day.
No boars at all? How odd, Kippen. Now you really looked for them, right? You didn't just waste time doing errands or working on some other crafts or another, right? No, I trust you, but this means I'll have to do without delicious Evendim boar steak, and that just won't do.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Well, well, you know what? Let me not do that. Let me just turn in these quests for now, and then I'll pick up the next round later.
What is this world coming to?
You survived your encounters with the White Wargs, Kippen. I am quite glad to see. Good work. One day, perhaps, a traveler will be able to walk in these lands without fear and danger. One day, perhaps. For now, I will give you this reward and hope that the day comes soon rather than late. Alright.
What can I do for you?
It will be some time before the trade with Forkel resumes, but you have taken a step on that road for all of us now, Kippen, and I thank you for it.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Thank you for this news, Kippen. There will always be tomb robbers in these lands, but perhaps you have helped lessen their numbers or influence somewhat. Take this reward with my thanks. And then up here as well.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Timfoin sounds dreadful, Kippen. I am glad you were able to defeat some of the goblins there, but I don't know if the Hollow will ever be the pretty place that it once was. The corruption the goblins have wrought sounds severe. Take this reward, Kippen, and let us both wish for the day that Timfoin will be restored. Alright. And then finally,
How can I be of service?
the north is secure, and we can honestly say that we have now done our part. We are not yet done, though. The years of hardship created another problem, which it is time to finally address. Alright, so hope you're excited to finish up the quest chains here in Osforod. We will do that in the next episode, so if you're enjoying the series, be sure to leave a like on the video, join the fellowship by hitting the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.